So yeah, it's just like Comedy Central's on like something like I can't remember if it was like The Daily Show or it's just it's later at night obviously, but it had ran its course. And there's just some stand-up stuff going on, and so that's when it's like okay, things are getting boring. Start making out. Everything's going fine in that department, and then like the TV's still on, and
everyone wants to know this story.
And so I've start actually like my focus starts shifting to what I'm hearing, and it's getting funnier. and funnier.
Wait. So you're making out, and Mitch is in the background.
Yeah, Mitch Hedberg is in the background, and it was like 2002, something like that. So he was definitely still alive. Yeah, but he was at his height, and all I hear him say is
2002. So that was your boy phase, right?
That's earlier.
Okay.
But he does his escalator joke where he's like, how could an escalator break down? If an escalator is
it's still just stairs.
Yeah, it's still just stairs. It just says temporary out of service. Sorry for the convenience. And at the convenience part, mid making out, I just could not stop laughing, and then just like, can we pause this for a little while and then watch the rest of the stand-up special? It was completely hilarious to me, even more. Like it was one of my favorite make-out stories afterwards. We both just sat there and watched it. Like it was great. And he's super funny.
Alright, so we're going to be talking about the best some of our favorite movie romances that we would perhaps want to be part of.
Yeah.
Replace the male or female in a relationship. And also some of the worst relationships to be a part of in movies. So let's start out talking about the best.
Okay.
Give us one, Max.
Okay, one of my favorite movie couples, and one that it sounds cliche at first, okay, but it's Soderbergh, Out of Sight, one of my favorite movies. Jack Foley escapes from prison, puts a federal marshal, Jennifer Lopez, in the trunk, and that's where they start their relationship, and they're just talking about movies and being flirtatious, but there's no way they're ever going to get together. It would never work out, but he wants to see her again. And the whole movie is about a heist, but really it's about them coming together. And I just thought it was a cool relationship.
That's just a movie that you like. That's
no.
Doesn't count.
It's not a good relationship.
Let me tell you why it's cool. Why it's a good relationship. Because
he kidnapped her.
Yeah.
I guess mine.
Think about it.
Judge yet.
You never wanted to put anybody in the trunk.
All right.
Cuddle up in the trunk. Also, it's gonna always be interesting relationship because
because one's a thief,
and
one's a cop,
and neither of them are giving up, but
okay,
that story could go on forever. It's like Romeo.
It's your pick, not mine. Take what you need.
All right.
I got another good one.
Give us one, Barry.
One two of mine are kind of similar, but they're different enough. But I feel like Princess Bride is a classic relationship that would be pretty awesome to have. You get to be the dude. Gets to be a pirate for years, comes back and rescues her, steals her away from the evil, and wins out in the end. Comes back to life because of true love. It brings him back from the dead.
Yeah, there's no questioning it.
It's fantastic. I mean, it goes without saying.
That's a lot go without saying. What's one of yours?
Well, I've got 50 First Dates on mine. Now, let's think about this. Isn't the beginning of the relationship the most fun? Like, getting to know people?
Not if you have to do it over and over.
Well, so maybe the most fun part of this relationship is the female part, Drew Barrymore's part, who's experiencing the date for the first time, every single time. That's exciting. That's fun. I've actually never seen the movie, but I assume
it sounds really depressing.
It sounds fun.
Terrible.
Here's what's true about that. That's true. And what's cool about that movie is sometimes it works, sometimes he gets in, and
sometimes she
doesn't. It's kind of like Groundhog's Day. Yeah, you get to try out different strategies every single date.
But also, here's where that movie gets.
Over.
Here's where that gets weird, and the movie dealt with it. Is when he convinced her to have a kid with her. That would be hard. Convinced her to marry him. That would be hard. And then waking up every day forgetting you have a kid.
And we're married.
And then. Also, part of it is...
Don't ruin it for me at the end.
Part of it is...
I still want to see it.
It's really good. Part of it is... Yeah, it's
Rob
fun.
Schneider
It's
kills.
fun to relive that, But think about the evening. You're like, man, as soon as I fall asleep, I'm gonna forget all this wonderful day we had. I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, why would you want to subject
it would be
the
awful.
person you're with that?
You mean as the one who forgets?
Yeah, that would suck. I would.
Well, I mean, it's not her fault. I'm not subjecting anybody to anything.
No, yes, you're right.
I mean, it's a disease or whatever she has.
That'd be
amnesia. I don't know what she has. Some kind of short-term memory loss.
And like you wake up and you think you're young, and you get older. You get.
Doesn't
older
she also have it from the start, or does she get it in the middle?
She has it from the start.
I don't remember that.
Wait, I don't remember.
All right, let's move on.
All right, another one I thought was really cool, and you guys didn't like this movie, but Super 8, where the kids.
I thought of Super 8 too.
Like the kids just hanging out, and he like is in love with this girl, and they like make a movie, and she's like a badass too, and she steals a car, and then when you're kids, and then aliens come, and you have to rescue her from aliens.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
No, I agree. Super 8 was one of that I thought of well.
And I have a guy one too. End of Watch, where they're like best friends.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'd die for you, and they really did.
And they got a really close 4-way relationship.
Yeah.
The two couples are really close together.
And you get to hang out with your friend every day, and you guys get along and do exciting, awesome like stuff. That'd be a good relationship to be in.
Similar to Princess Bride, going down my list, Stardust is one that I put.
Yeah, I thought about Stardust.
You get to go on an epic journey. Magic is real. Any realm of a relationship where magic is real, totally in.
See, I tried to avoid my list being about the movie. I try to think of just the relationship.
But the relationship's great too. They
enhanced by magic.
They
Bonimus.
Yeah, they fall in love. They become a king and queen together. He finds out he's royalty, but it doesn't affect his life as he's living it. Again, love triumphs over evil in this situation as well. And then they get to spend the rest of their life as like literal stars.
See,
so why wouldn't I want I get to be with the person forever?
That
sounds great.
A lot of relationships in movies, like after the movie's over, like what are they gonna do now? They're gonna be bored. So that's why I liked Out of Sight. Because I'm never gonna get bored.
You don't have to keep going back to Out of Sight.
You guys really shot that down pretty quick. Let's
about
talk about bad ones.
Okay, let's talk about bad ones.
Okay, I got a
Wait,
lot.
what was so Out of Sight is your cream?
I think
number
Super
one?
8 would be.
What's your number one? Would be your number one relationship?
Probably Aladdin.
Yeah, that's fucking good, man.
Yeah,
mine's a tie between Wall-E and Away We Go. Wall-E's relationship was awesome.
Away We Go is pretty cool.
And Away We Go, for a real down-to-earth, like actual real relationship, that sounds great.
Alright, let's talk about terrible relationships to be in. Twilight. Okay?
I could take Twilight.
No, wait. Not Jacob and the baby. That's fucked up. You're in love with the baby? Also,
she's gonna get older.
So what? At what point are you like, okay, now she's old enough. I've been holding you since you were a baby.
The same point that
now you're old enough.
Everyone does it.
Yeah, but you didn't watch the baby grow up, and she grows up fast too, so it's like, a couple years ago she was a baby. It's like, you're gonna look at pictures of each other and you're like have your arm around a baby, and then the next one you're in the wedding kissing the baby that's grown up. And also
and the camera date says 3 years later, like the timestamp.
Yeah, and like your Facebook timeline's gonna look weird as shit, and there's a lot of stuff. Okay,
that one's pretty bad.
And here's another one. Have you guys seen Annie Hall?
I'm still a werewolf. Mm-hmm. I still think that falls under something kind of sweet.
Yeah, but and their parents, hate you. Your baby kisser, like there's just
this werewolf is kind of the least interesting.
Yeah, I said if I had to pick anything in that one, I definitely would pick that one last.
Annie Hall, Woody Allen, and Diane Keaton. I would hate that relationship. It's just he's annoying.
Because you're in a relationship with Woody Hall.
She's annoying.
Woody Hall.
Like she has to get high every time you have sex. And she's gets out and sits in the chair next to him. And you're stuck. You keep going back to each other, but it's she wears ties. Just the whole thing is just, it's supposed to be this great love story. I think it's just annoying, and I just would hate it. All right,
just one more.
All right, one more. Anything with Rosie Perez? No.
That's true.
My super ex-girlfriend, where your ex-girlfriend's a superhero. She can
that's
see
pretty terrifying.
That's a really good one.
That's both hot and terrifying at the same time.
That's the thing. It's cool at first.
It's a good while you're in it, and just terrible when it's over.
Yeah. Really, it's a great relationship, but a horrible ex-relationship.
Yeah. 500 Days of Summer was my other one.
That's a good one, too. That would suck. I try to rule out most movies that involved one of the people in the relationships either being killed or trying to kill the other one, because that seems very much like the magic argument. Like, of course you don't want to be in a relationship. Like, like Basic Instinct or something ridiculous like that. Like the Femme Fatales.
The Shining.
Like, yeah, those ones go with
that on my worst.
Yeah.
What would you have for worst?
Barry's going right now.
One that came to my mind that would suck is the movie Big. You're an adult, you're leading your life, like you're becoming successful, you get a cool girlfriend, you have the sweet loft, and then you go back to being a child. That relationship would suck, especially for her.
No, but then you get to relive all that again.
But especially for her, though. I mean, we're talking about the relationship, not just for the individual. That would be a terrible relationship to have to be in, to grow up and realize that, or for her to keep living her life and be like, oh, that was a 12-year-old boy. Similar
to the Twilight
argument there. Or Back to the Future, where his mom has a crush on him.
What's some of yours?
I've got Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, that's one that
is a very weird relationship going on there. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, that was
How horrible a relationship is that? Like, how well can you know your partner if you don't know that they're a secret agent and they have a giant stash of guns hidden?
And it's not so much that now they know and now they're gonna fight as spies or whatever. It's the whole, how are they married that long? Like,
not knowing.
Faking it and
this is a horrible
That'd be
relationship.
Awful.
Well, I mean, Arnold did it in True Lies for quite a long time.
That was at a different time, man.
That's true. It was the 90s.
Anything fucking went.